Hello everybody. In today's video we're going to talk about the gold to silver ratio and how you can pay attention and use it to benefit you to add to your precious metal stack. As we film this today, the gold to silver ratio sits at 88 to 1 and it's illustrated by the coins in front of you here. There's 88 American silver eagles and 1 gold eagle, and they have identical values in terms of spot price today. When is a good time to trade gold for silver or silver to gold? We'll stick around and we'll talk about it in the video coming up. Hey everyone, we're going to talk about the gold to silver ratio and why it's important to pay attention to that. There has been many opportunities throughout human history and recent history to swap gold and silver for the other metal in order to maximize your dollar amount and number of ounces you hold. I've done that myself, and in fact I did a video on it. It was one of the first videos I ever did on this channel, and it was titled How to Get Free Silver. And frankly, I spelled it out step by step in the video on how I converted silver to gold and then gold back into silver when the ratio got bigger, and I was able to add 100 ounces of silver to my stack at absolutely no cost to me. All I had to do was play the ratios and wait for the good opportunity to do the swaps. So if you haven't seen that video, I'll have it linked in the description, so be sure to check it out. In the Roman Empire, the gold to silver ratio was 9.4 to 1, meaning it took 9.4 ounces of silver to purchase 1 ounce of gold. It kind of fluctuated between 9.4 and 14 to 1 up until 1792, when it became fixed at a 15 to 1 ratio from the US government with the passage of the Coinage Act of 1792. Now, if you'll remember, the Coinage Act of 1792, not only did it fix the gold to silver ratio, but it actually legislated our ability to produce coinage in the United States of America. And in that time, the coinage was manufactured out of gold and silver. As time went on, massive amounts of silver were discovered in the Americas, and not just the United States of America, but I'm talking North and South America. And because of governments manipulating gold and silver, it led to more volatility in the gold to silver ratio. By 1934, President Roosevelt set the gold price at $35 per ounce. After that, the gold to silver ratio began to climb, peaking at 98 to 1 in 1939. And that's because silver became so devalued in relation to gold during that time. Gold's price was fixed at $35 an ounce by President Roosevelt. And because all of this extra silver was discovered in the Americas, there was a surplus on the market. So that caused the ratio really to get out of whack at 98 to 1 in 1939. In 1944, the Bretton Woods Agreement was signed, which pegged foreign exchange rates to the price of gold. Moving forward, the gold to silver ratio declined in the 1960s and 70s after the gold standard was abandoned. And technically it wasn't abandoned, but President Nixon put us on a temporary pause well over 50 years ago. The gold to silver ratio began to climb in the 1980s through the early 90s, peaking at 97.5 to 1 in 1991, when silver was less than $4 per ounce. So to kind of put it in perspective, and I'm going to put some charts up here. In the 20th century, the gold to silver average, so that's the 1900s, the gold to silver average was 47 to 1, meaning on average it took 47 ounces of silver to purchase an ounce of gold. In the 21st century, the gold to silver ratio has mainly been between 50 to 1 to 70 to 1 on average. Although here's two big outliers, and you'll see it on these charts. In April of 2020, the gold to silver ratio reached 125 to 1. In April of 2011, the gold to silver ratio reached 35 to 1. Huge swings. Why are those dates significant? Well, if you remember in April 2020, Earth was closed. There was a global shutdown, and silver dipped like $10 in the matter of like a week. So it was down to like $12 an ounce. So that's how that ratio got so far out of whack. It didn't last very long. And then if you look at the April 2011 time, what happened then? Well, that's the modern silver high. In April 30th of 2011, silver got to almost $50 an ounce. So to put it in a nutshell, why do you pay attention to the gold to silver ratios? Well, I decided to do this video today, frankly, because I had a customer call me, or actually texted me, asked if I was in the shop today, because they thought it was about time they wanted to trade some gold for silver. And this customer has done that before, and I've had other customers do it as well. I said, yeah, sure, come on in. I'm here 10 to 4. Well, he showed up, brought in a 1-ounce American Gold Eagle. Now, when he came in, the ratio was about 88 to 1. And just to put it in a visual, this is it. It's 1 ounce of gold to 88 ounces of silver. These are all American Eagles, gold and silver both. So he asked me, how many ounces could I get? I said, well, it depends on how many or what you want to get, because obviously different silver pieces have different premiums. He decided to go with impaired American Silver Eagles, and I traded to him for 85 impaired American Silver Eagles. So for 1 ounce of gold, he walked out today with 85 ounces of impaired American Silver Eagles. And he went through the tubes and cherry picked. I mean, this one looks pretty nice. This one looks pretty nice. There's a lot of nice impaired ones, but there's definitely some ugly ones. Some people would love this, some would hate it, but that's got some varying degrees of toning. But anyway, he was real happy with the trade. I kept an ounce of gold. He walked out with 85 ounces of silver. It's really that simple. And he usually watches my videos, so hey, if you're watching this, let me know if I'm accurate here. I'm pretty sure you've seen my original video where I talked about the gold to silver ratios that I discussed earlier in the video, and that there are opportunities to convert one for the other. And when the time's right, you convert it back and you gain ounces, you gain wealth just by playing the ratios. So I think that's his thought. That's my thought as well. If I had a bunch of gold personally, which I don't, because I've flipped it into silver recently, I'd be doing the same thing. I would be converting gold to silver right now. So just to put it in perspective, in that video I talked about earlier, I traded 325 ounces of silver for 5 ounces of gold at a ratio of 65 to 1. And I just did that right through my business. It was at no cost to me. For this example, it cost him 3 ounces because of the premium difference between a gold eagle and silver eagles. But anyway, I converted my 325 ounces of silver to 5 ounces of gold. That was February 2021. Flash forward a little over a year later, the gold to silver ratio got to 85 to 1. I was actually holding out for 90 to 1. And once I got up to about 88, I said, no, I'm going to wait till it hits 90. It never hit 90. It started going backwards. So I traded back my 5 ounces of gold in May of 2021 when the ratio was 85 to 1. So 85 to 1 times 5 got me 425 ounces of silver for that gold that only cost me 325 ounces. So now my position, I'm 100 ounces ahead in silver at no cost. So you can do it too. And as I said, there's going to be small fees involved. Each coin shop is going to handle it differently. But it's a great opportunity to maximize the amount of wealth you are holding in your stack just by playing the ratios. So if you have any questions on this video, leave them down in the comments. I'm always happy to answer questions. Please feel free to share. Give this video a like if you didn't already. And if you're not subscribed, please consider doing so. YouTube analytics tells me that well over 70% of my viewers are not subscribed. That's okay. There's no obligation to subscribe. It sure doesn't cost anything to subscribe though. So feel free to hit that subscribe button so you get alerts, hit that bell notification. I usually put out a few videos a week. A new thing that I'm excited to announce is we're going to be frequently doing flash sales on our YouTube channel. What the heck is a flash sale? Well, it's a deep discount on a gold or silver product for 1 day only. We actually tested it last week, where in case you missed it, we had 1 ounce silver rounds on sale for $1.25 over spot with no limit for 1 day only. But the only way you'd know about the sale is if you had our YouTube channel subscribed and you clicked the bell notifications and got a notification so you could check out that video. I'm excited to announce we do have another flash sale coming up tomorrow, January 10th, 1 day only. So be sure to click subscribe and click that bell notification so you get notifications when that video drops at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. You can check out that new flash sale. But thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate all your support. This YouTube journey has been quite a ride. I appreciate you all. Have a great day.